What's up guys, Tim Wilson here from Tango 7 Gaming and welcome back to another Hot or Not course playthrough. Today we are playing Arbor Pines and this one is being created by Cody Lampman. I think that's how you would pronounce that, Cody Lampman. And we are playing on pin set number 1. We are playing on the blue tees, and as you can see from the scorecard here, the blue tees give us a total yardage of 7,384 yards. This course has had over 200 plays, so the stroke indexes are not going to give us an accurate whole handicap rating. But let's get this round underway nevertheless. We are playing on low winds and with the pro clubs. And we are away nicely. It looks like we are starting off with I think it was a par 4. I didn't quite notice as we were standing on the first tee there. Let's have a quick look. Yeah, it is a par 4. It is 442 yards. It was probably playing a little bit less than that. We've got a false front on this green, so we need to seriously take that into consideration. We are playing about 150 yards here, so I'm going to push this up to the 8 iron and loft it up a little bit just to see if I can get it to slow down, but I want to make sure we get it up and over that false front. Has it got the yardage? Looks like it has. Is it going to stop? That's not too bad. That's not too bad. That's going to be about 15-20 feet past. We do have a putt for a birdie, albeit not an easy one. Greens aren't too fast. 165. Get in. Oh, nice start to the round. Nice birdie on the first. Challenging one, right to left. Not an awful lot in the way of elevation, but we managed to pick up a birdie on the first. Looks like, I can't see what theme. It may be the Alpine theme that has been used here. Another par 4. Tricky little fairway here. Look at that for a winding fairway. Got bunkers on each of the bends, so you can see we've got a bunker here, we've got a bunker up there, and then another one further up. So this is going to be a tricky one to land. Yeah, this is going to be a difficult one. I might try and ping it over that first bunker. Could end up in all sorts of bother here. Yeah, it's gone right and it's going to run out of fairway, I fear. It's not going to run as far as the bunker, but that's going to make the second shot pretty tough. Alright, let's... Yeah, that is a tough shot now. That is a really, really tough shot. 28 feet, 169. This is going to be a tough shot. Wow, that didn't come out as I expected it to. Right. Right, so we need to get this close now. 25 feet, probably playing about 27. We're in the rough. Anything within 10 feet I'll be pleased with. That's going to give us a chance at a par. That's come out fast, so that's gone past the hole. Barely straight. We've got 15 feet in, so we managed to get a 17-footer in for a birdie on the last one. This is a 15-footer here for a par save, so a little bit of a different situation, but let's see if we can get the same result. Yes! Not that dissimilar, that putt, to the one I had on the first. So it was right to left, a little bit downhill, that one, 1 inch downhill, so not an awful lot. Hole number 3, par 5, 561 yards. Playing 589, so a fairly long par 5 this one. We are not going to be getting there in 2. Alright, that is going to be in the middle of the fairway, I think. That's okay. Yeah, 302 yards, still a long old way. Not an awful lot to challenge on this course. I don't know whether this is a real course or a fictional course, but it's playing like a real course. This one doesn't particularly have anything other than its distance to give you any kind of challenge. You know, it was a fairly straight away hole. There is no hazards left and right in the landing areas that could cause you a problem. And depending on how well and how tuned in your pitching is, will determine whether you are going to be picking up a birdie here or a par. That was pretty good. As I said, it depends on how well and how tuned in your pitching is. That was okay. That's going to be about 5 feet, I think. 6 feet. Little bit of right to left. Smack bang in the middle of the cup. So we've got birdie, par, birdie to start with. First 3 holes done and dusted, and now we are presented with our first par 3, 156 yards. Nice looking golf hole. I like the effect he's got going on there with the sun coming through the trees. Gives you that early morning feel. No hole is really sort of set the world on fire for me yet. There's no real, what I would regard as a feature hole, so to speak, thus far. It may still be coming. I've hit a fast there. That's going to be way left. That was very fast. That reacted like a very fast. It was way outside of that blue block. Surprising because I hit it nice and straight, but I've left myself a tricky little shot here. Very, very tricky, this one. Rolled on a bit past the flag. It pitched nicely. I thought it was going to slow down, but that's going to leave me 20 feet coming back, I think, now. 15 feet. Another tester. That's going to miss. So, albeit I think that we probably deserved a bogey earlier on in the round. Hole number 2, I think it was, that we deserved a bogey. We have actually got a bogey on this one. 1 under par. We hit the 5th hole, a 474 yard par 4. Another nice looking golf hole with the sun coming in from the left hand side. That tends to be a little bit of a theme nowadays. I can't remember the last time I actually saw somebody that created a golf course that's used the midday sun, where it's straight overhead, not using the shadows to their full effect. People tend to use it to try and enhance the look of the course nowadays. Do I like it? Yeah, it can be very visually appealing. I'll give you that, granted. But is it a gimmick just to make the course look better? Maybe in some cases it is. Go on, hit the flag. That was okay. That ended up all right. Is it going to hold? It's just going to hold the green. Just. 21 feet. This is going to be a probably a little tougher than the last ones I had. It's that extra 4 or 5 yards, 4 or 5 feet. It's going to swing a little bit more. Is the result the same? No. Right, and that's left me about 7 feet coming back, I think. Right, we're in for par. So we managed to salvage the par after not getting that relatively long birdie attempt. We've got our second par 5 of the front nine, 567 yards. Playing 557, so slightly less. Got a hybrid off the tee. There must be a reason for that. Let's have a quick look. Alright, it is downhill, so I think that we are going to be able to get over that bunker. No bother, I think. Safely over. Ooh, I say safely. Just hit the rough on the other side of the bunker. So we are over. Still got 273 to the flag, so we're not going to be getting to the green. I would like to see this course in the midday sun. You know, it's very, very difficult to see when there's so many shadows over the course. Can't really get a good idea of the fairways when a lot of it's in shade. And I'll take that. We should have a fairly straightforward putt for birdie here. Yep, in for birdie. Back to 2 under par. After dropping that shot on the 4th. And we head into the final 3 holes on the front 9. Hole number 7, 486 long par 4 here. Playing 461. Once more with the sun being quite low behind those trees. Almost the entire fairway is in shade. Going to take the safe route down the right hand side there. I think if I was playing with the master clubs I probably would have gone the left hand route, but I think this one's going to give me a good angle on the flag. Still 200 yards to the flag. Yeah, I think if you were coming in from the left, the bunker would come in and play. Where I am at the moment, the bunker's still in play. So we need to take that into consideration. Let's drop this. I just want to have a quick look at this slope in the front. Alright, so it is going to kick it to the right. This could be a risky one. I could end up in the bunker here. I've hit it nicely. Depends on what the bounce does. It's going to go right, I know that. Yeah, that's okay. That is okay. The 4 hybrid would definitely have been too long. It was all about what that bounce was going to do. But that was okay. I'm pleased with that. 14 feet. A little bit more downhill this one. 3 inches downhill. Turn, turn, turn. And that's another one right to left. We've had right to left putts. I don't remember having a left to right one yet. But that's another good birdie. Right, par 3, 182. A little bit brighter this one. Albeit the green is pretty much entirely engulfed in shadow. I mean, it does look good when the sun comes through the trees, but it doesn't do anything to sort of enhance the look of the hole. I'm going to get down and have a look at this. I'm going to try and run this up to the flag. It is uphill, but that's going to leave it underneath the hole. This should be an uphill putt, yeah. Once more we've left ourselves a right to left putt. Is it going to turn enough? Get there, get there, get there. Yes, another one, 20 footer. Putting's been on fire today. Right, final hole on the front 9, 346 yard par 4. Playing bang on the yardage today, slightly downhill. I think that downhill section comes on the second shot, as it looks like it drops away from this landing area. If it catches the slope, it may get a little bit of a run down that slope, but it looked like the slope sort of comes into play around about there. Is it caught the slope? Not quite. You'll probably see, yeah, we've still got 16 feet downhill, so there's the majority of your slope right there. If we hit that slope in the front there, it is just going to ping straight past the hole. So this is playing 48 yards. I may try, it is on a downslope as well. I'm going to try a full 40-yard flop shot here. Kick. That's okay. It's going to be about, oh, it's still rolling. It's going to be about 20 feet now. Alright, we've got a left to right putt for a change. 1 foot uphill, so a little bit tougher this one. And the movement was all in the first part of the putt, and because I hit it a fair whack to get it up that 1 foot slope, it took all the break out the putt. We tapped that one in for a par. So we dropped 1 shot on the front 9. We got 5 birdies and we finished the front 9 at 4 under par. Let's get into this back 9. 560 yard par 5 to start with. Dog leg to the right. Looks like the dog leg just about on the point of the landing point of the drive. You'll see here where this lands, the turn will start. Just about there, you can see the change in the fairway. So we're going to have a long shot into this green. 268, we're not getting there. Not on your life are we getting there. If we had a tailwind, we would probably be a little bit closer. The likelihood is we're going to finish about 20 or 30 yards shy of the green or the pin. It is upslope, so we are going to be, without a doubt, taking a flop shot here into this pin. 20 yards. In fact, let's drop this all the way down to that lob wedge, flop that up, and see if we can get this to stop and spin. Like that. Ooh, so close, so close. 6 inches. Tap that one in. That was a pretty straightforward birdie. Could have been an eagle. Hole number 11, par 4, 442 yards. As straight as you can get by the looks of it. Fairway moves out a little to the right. But nothing really that's going to cause you any kind of bother here. Smash that one down the middle of the fairway. Unless there's any kind of untoward slopes there, which there isn't. We should have a mid-iron into the green. In fact, it's a short iron into the green, an 8 iron. I'm going to loft this up a little. Another decent stroke. Looking good. Question is, how quick is it going to stop? That's okay. That's going to be about 10-12 feet coming back. Little bit of movement from the left and a little downhill. So I'm just going to stick this left edge. Yep, smack bang in the middle of the cup. And that pitch mark was only about a foot and a half from the hole. So back-to-back birdies. So in the last, what have we had here? 6 holes, we've got 5 birdies. So going along really nicely at the moment. Hole number 12, 161 yard par 3. Stroke index 14, but as I said, that doesn't really have any impact here. 154, 21 feet downhill, so there's probably playing 147. Another nice strike. We've hit the last few shots pretty well. And that's going to end up about 7 or 8 feet from the flag. Nice. Once more, we got a right to lefter. In fact, I struggle more with these than I do the 10 to, or the 15 to 20 feet ones, but that one is in the back of the cup. Going along nicely now. We're 7 under par. Haven't dropped a shot since the 4th, but in 7 holes, 6 birdies. Really moving along nicely. Par 4, 493. So a bit of a monster, this par 4. Looks, I mean, that is arrow straight, that is. Tee to green, dead straight. I think that would probably be my only criticism of this course, is that it is a little straight. It is a little lacking in the risk-reward department. It is lacking in the visual appeal. And, you know, I hark back to what I said about creating a course with the sun low in order to try and enhance the look of the course. I think that is pretty, in this instance, is pretty damning, and it almost seems like that's exactly what's happened here. And it's a shame, because there's nothing nasty about the course. You know, the planting's great, the you know, the rock work, the bunkers, you know, everything looks really good. It's just a little bit, for me, it's just a little, I hate to say it, but it's a little bit boring. And that is, I mean, that's not, I mean, and it's not a personal attack on anybody, it's my opinion. It's just a little bit bland. It's just not inspiring at all. So we didn't manage to get the birdie on that one. We got the par, but still going along nicely. Still 7 under par. I mean, and that's so much as what I'm saying is that this is hole number 14, and I haven't found a hole that I can confidently say that's a great signature hole. I have not found a hole that is that nice to look at that could be a signature hole. I'm really, really struggling. I think we do need to drop this one short and get it to roll up to the flag. Hit another one really nice and straight. I think the slope on the green was a little more on that one. That one checked up pretty quickly. 17 feet, once more we're moving from right to left. Seems like that is the flavour of the day, is the right to left putt. Not moving. Yet moved at the end. That dropped in another 17 footer in for birdie. Par 5, 571 yards. Playing 553. Going pretty much dead straight. The only thing really to give you a little bit of a challenge here is the bunker in the middle of the fairway. But, you know, the fairways either side of the bunker are wide enough for that not to be a problem. Unless there's any funky kind of slopes that are going to kick this into trouble. It shouldn't give you any trouble here at all, as you see there. And when I saw this at 7,300 yards, I thought that, you know, it's going to give me a problem from a distance perspective, because I'm not going to be able to be reaching these par 5s in 2. But albeit you're not reaching them in 2, the thirds into the green are so short that you're coming in there with a flop shot. I mean, look at that. That's going to be under 20 yards. That's 14 yards. It's not. It doesn't give that much of a challenge. I mean, providing your chip shots, your pitch shots, and your flop shots are not too ghastly, you should be able to get them like that within 5 feet, and tapping in for a birdie. As I say, I'd like to get them in before I say those normally, because I have been caught short before and don't manage to convert them. But yeah, it is. We are into the happy hour holes, 16, 17 and 18. 456 yard par 4. I think that is that bunker in there. Yeah, that bunker may come into play if you're a little bit wayward. But once more, nothing really to give you any kind of bother here. I mean, and I can't criticise the way the course is created, because, you know, it's a nice looking course. There's nothing offensive about the course at all. It's just, through not being offensive, it's just not inspiring at all. At all. I know some people like that. Some people like a course that is, from a playability perspective. I mean, if you put this on the tour, which I would imagine it will probably be on the tour, If you put this course on the tour and you got the guys in, I mean, even in Challenge A, B, and C, they would rip it to shreds. Absolutely rip it to shreds. I mean, and I'm by no means, I mean, over the time that I played on TGC tours, I've won 2 events. I mean, so you can see, I mean, I'm not talking about a multiple event winner. I've won 2 events in probably, what, 5 or 6 years. People would absolutely rip this to pieces, those guys at the top of those leaderboards. Right, par 4 17th, 429 yards. Slight dog leg to the right. I say slight dog leg. I mean, there's nothing really that's going to... I mean, if the dog leg was there, you would have that tree to contend with, but you know, the dog, I mean, it's hardly even a dog leg. It's not even really worth mentioning as a dog leg because it doesn't affect the way you play the drive. $148 yards, 149 probably playing uphill to the flag. De-loft this 9-iron. This is always a tricky shot because I don't think we're going to have the yardage to get there. I think it's still going to come up a little bit short, and it is going to stop quite quickly, this one. Yeah, a couple of little hops and it stops, but that's okay. It's going to be about 15 feet. Another cheeky little right to lefter. And that should be in as well. I mean, and it's not testament to the fact that I am... What am I now? 10 under par through 17. It's the fact that I know that, I mean, this is for me and for a lot of people, this will be an incredibly easy course to play. I don't find anything on this course particularly challenging at all. That being said, I mean, you can see hole number 4, I picked up a bogey. So there are bogeys out there if you don't put your ball in the right position or your chipping, putting, flop shots are not on point. All right, 128 yards into this flag. That looks okay. Is it going to stop quickly though? It's a little bit long. Little bit long. 13 feet for the birdie. Another right to lefter to start with, and it straightens out a little bit. Got to be careful here. Right to left, and then straightens out. Not quite enough. Pitch mark once again, about 1.5 feet from the flag. Tap that in for a birdie, for a par. Sorry, I do apologise. Finish off with a 10 under par 62. Let's jump to the next screen. Let's have a look at the stats. 92.8 fairways in regulation. That tells a story in itself. Best greens in regulation I've had in a long time, 88%. Putts per hole, 133, as you'd expect when you score 10 under par. What am I going to rate this course? I'm going to rate this course, and as I said, this is purely my opinion. It's not a slight on anybody, the creator, or anybody. I'm going to give this course a cool. This one for me is rated as a cool. It didn't do anything for me. I didn't find in 18 holes any hole that really stuck out as a signature. Nothing wrong with the way that the course is built, and I don't have anything against the creator at all. I just found this course very, very cool. So guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. Go out there and play the course yourself. Let me know what you thought. Let me know whether you agree with what I said. Hit that like button if you enjoyed the video. Pop some comments in the box below and subscribe to the channel if you'd like to see more like this. But until next time guys, keep your eyes peeled for the next video. It'll be coming very soon. Take care. See you soon. Bye bye now.